According to Thursday, January 2nd spoilers for The Young and the Restless, Jordan and Ian Ward's next actions will involve some unexpected turns. To begin with, we should note that YNR will broadcast a rerun on Wednesday, January 1st, following an encore program on Tuesday, December 31st. On Thursday, January 2nd, Genoa City will resume its normal activities, so let's get started and discuss Mariah Copeland's greatest nightmare. Mariah will soon discover that her past is severely tormenting her after discovering Tessa Porter fighting to remain conscious in Ian's grasp. At Society, Ian has been pretending to be Warren Masters, a sympathetic prison chaplain who is keen to get to know Tessa. The fact that Ian has been using charm to make Tessa his target should finally make sense to Mariah. Although Ian contaminated Tessa's water, he might try to manipulate Mariah by acting innocent. In any case, Mariah's experience in the cult and the time Ian drugged her into an unlawful marriage will be painfully remembered when she sees Ian again. Given that he caused Tessa's medical crisis, Ian will undoubtedly relish the opportunity to win Mariah's affection. Jordan will be occupied with capturing Sharon Newman after chloroforming her. In addition to taking Sharon somewhere and hiding her, Jordan might start blaming Phyllis Summers for her kidnapping. Nick Newman will uncover something that disturbs him in the interim. Nick might be concerned when he sees Sharon's abandoned car outside because she was meant to be at the New Year's Eve celebration but never arrived at Society. Nick should be on a mission to find Sharon as soon as he discovers she has disappeared, before she suffers severe injuries or worse. According to our YNR predictions, Nick will defend Sharon, but Victor Newman will also play a significant role in the Ian chaos that is set to break out. Jordan's involvement in all of this won't be revealed for a while, but the news of Ian's return is sure to cause some stir. According to teasers for The Young and the Restless, Sharon's life will undoubtedly be in jeopardy, so we'll keep you updated on all the exciting events that lie ahead. According to teasers for The Young and the Restless, Summer Newman has more challenges in store. Summer will have to deal with some more shockers in the upcoming weeks, even though she has been enduring enough family drama for a lifetime. Summer had hoped that the new year would be better than the previous one, but it won't start out that way. Here are 3 ways that certain impending plot developments will cause Summer's life to explode. 1. Summer defends Phyllis, who was falsely accused. First of all, it appears that Phyllis Summers might experience some of the difficulties that Sharon Newman has been facing. Although Jordan and Ian Ward set her up, Phyllis is certain that Sharon erased Heather Stevens off the map. Jordan and Ian now appear ready to blame Phyllis for Sharon's disappearance. Since it would likely appear that Phyllis kidnapped Sharon and tortured her in retaliation, Summer will most likely argue for her mother's innocence. 2. Additional romantic problems with Chance. Of course, there may be further romantic obstacles with Summer if Chance Chancellor decides to look into Phyllis and possibly even arrest her. The recent decision by Summer and Chance to rekindle their romance could be ruined by all of this Phyllis mayhem. If Summer believes that Chance is treating Phyllis unfairly, as she did during Daniel Romalotti Jr.'s arrest drama, then their relationship might be finished for good. 3. Jordan and Ian cross paths with Summer. Of course, if Summer starts digging to aid Phyllis, she might end herself in Jordan and Ian's way. In all the chaos, it might put Summer in risk as well and make her a new victim. Will Summer end up in a dangerous situation? Could Summer uncover some shocking information that would endanger her own life? We'll keep you updated on any negative news that's coming Summer's way since, based on our YNR predictions, she's undoubtedly preparing for some chaotic consequences. According to spoilers for The Young and the Restless, several more characters will be drawn into the chaos as Summer's world spins out. According to teasers for The Young and the Restless, Kyle Abbott and Claire Newman will still find a way to celebrate the start of the new year even though they won't be able to kiss at midnight. Harrison Abbott had a cold, so Kyle and his son will play video games on New Year's Eve. Claire will occupy herself on this unique occasion because she wanted to spend the new year with her family nonetheless. After the countdown, though, Kyle and Claire will have the opportunity to get together for a celebration. There are still some amazing scenes to come because YNR spoilers suggest that Claire and Kyle will have a very chic start to 2025. As they welcome the new year, it sounds like Kyle and Claire will throw a little private celebration. As they become closer and possibly come to certain agreements, Claire and Kyle might spend some time together alone. This will be the quiet before the storm, even if Kyle and Claire will undoubtedly make some optimistic forecasts for the upcoming year. Claire and Kyle will unavoidably become entangled in further drama as Jordan and Ian Ward's plans intensify. To put it another way, all the romantic moments that are in the works will pave the way for tragedy. It appears that before mayhem breaks out, Kyle and Claire will deepen their bond and enjoy one more celebration. In the not-too-distant future, YNR fans should anticipate Jordan using Ian's assistance to turn Claire's life into an absolute nightmare. Don't miss any of the shocking news that will be revealed soon because you can bet that Kyle will end up in some difficult situations as a result. Do you want Kyle and Claire to stay together as a couple? Will the Jordan chaos that lies ahead ultimately strengthen this pair? According to previews for the January 3rd episode of The Young and the Restless, Claire and Kyle will celebrate the beginning of 2025. Stay back for more information. According to teasers for The Young and the Restless, Adam Newman recently presented a strong argument to persuade Chelsea Lawson to join him at the ranch. Adam supported Victor Newman's plan because he wants to be with Chelsea and Connor Newman again. Despite Adam's best efforts to convince Chelsea of their future together, it's obvious that she has some misgivings. Adam claimed that because Sally was done with him, it was irrelevant that Chelsea still believes he is in love with Sally Spectra. Naturally, in a discussion like this, nobody wants to hear that another woman is a moot point. It suggests that things would be different if Sally loved Adam in return. Additionally, it leaves the possibility that Adam and Sally would eventually resume their romance. If Adam were to cheat on Sally, he might eventually cheat on Chelsea as well. Adam seems to be getting closer to persuading Chelsea that this ranch relocation is the correct one. Chelsea might gradually come to feel that she and Adam might still have a future together and that they can once more be a family with Connor. Chelsea might be putting herself in danger of heartache, though, if she begins to believe that Adam and Sally are no longer together. The complicated feelings that Sally and Adam share could potentially reappear in a future plot point. Adam and Chelsea might be happy for a short while when they are able to arrange a romantic reunion. Chelsea may believe that she and Adam will have a happy life together, but that isn't typically how soap operas operate. Under the correct conditions, Adam and Sally might have to cope with some temptation because there will always be more drama to come. Adam and Sally might be drawn to one another once more, which would result in another infidelity scandal. Billy Abbott may also be impacted if his personal relationship with Sally continues to grow. If Adam and Sally eventually get back into bed together, Chelsea and Billy could suffer injuries. Our YNR predictions suggest that Adam will undoubtedly make more mistakes regardless of how everything turns out, and one of them might very well be cheating on Chelsea with Sally in the future. Stay in for updates on any significant romance news, as The Young and the Restless spoilers indicate that there will be more messy love stories in Genoa City. We've said it before and we'll say it again, The Young and the Restless desperately needs some have-nots. The show's characters are all either gazillionaires or so closely associated with one that they could secure funding for a conglomerate with the ease of borrowing a $5 from a colleague. There are two aspects to this issue. It lowers the stakes to the level of the pavement, to start. We don't care who runs what since, in the end, they're all still wealthier than Croesus. Oh my, you were sacked from your executive position by your mother? Your life will not change at all as a result of that. Rent and grocery shopping won't be a concern for you anymore. Heck, you have as much money as Montgomery Burns, so you won't even need to look at the help-wanted advertisements. Second, we have no one to relate to because of Young and Restless' pervasive affluence. These individuals simply switch between high-level positions without ever altering their work attire or signing up for Cobra. They don't even need to meet the requirements. You're an interior designer, Diane. Would you like to be the CEO of a cosmetics company instead? Chance, oh boy, you can be vice president in charge of something, too. It doesn't matter that you've always been in law enforcement. Nate, my man, you're the ideal person to swim with the corporate sharks because of your work as a surgeon. One may argue that Tessa works at a regular job, just like everyone else. However, the singer can simply suggest, how about you sign me to a lucrative record deal and send me on tour at any time because she and Mariah are close to Devin and Abby. That is not an option for most of us. For a brief while, Daniel and the deceased Heather worried about their future careers, but for what purpose? They flew back and forth to Portugal like tickets were the cost of bus fare, and they never had any trouble paying the bills at their fantastic apartment. Even though the year is coming to a conclusion, there will still be a lot of drama as 2024 comes to a close and 2025 begins. With her most recent video, Laura Lee Bell of The Young and the Restless has once again given fans a behind-the-scenes look at the unique way Genoa City will ring in the new year. In order to make this video pop like the cork on a champagne bottle, the actress received assistance from her co-stars Michael Damian, his on-screen son Michael Graziadei, Alison Lanier, Christian LeBlanc, Tracy E. Bregman, Beth Maitland, Peter Bregman, Susan Walters, and a number of extras from the New Year's Eve shows. As the different celebrities lean in to tell a small secret, Neon Trees Everybody Talks plays in the background. If you ask Belle, she explains how the song picked her. We had to do something extra special to wish the show's devoted fans a happy new year to thank them for their continued support, since Michael Damian and I get to work with some of our favorite longtime castmates in the New Year's shows on The Young and the Restless, which air on December 30th and January 2nd. Although she usually comes up with the ideas for the videos beforehand, the featured song this time came on as she was walking her puppies. It was immediately apparent how well it worked for the shows in the new year. This time, I had to approach Peter Bergman and Susan Walters and tell them, trust me on this one, I promise it will be cute. The typical suspects in these videos expect me to grab them to perform odd things on camera in between takes. The group photos at the end clearly show how much fun we had filming these scenes and this video. I also included some of our wonderful hardworking extras because they are always great too, she disclosed as an extra bonus. To everyone, Happy New Year! According to the most recent Young and Restless preview, not everyone will have a good new year during the week of December 30th to January 3rd. Watch the video below and continue reading for more information. Victor invited Cole and Claire to spend Christmas at the Newman residence last week. Unfortunately, due to her illness, Victoria had to miss it. Victor also told Cole that he was a nice man who was good for Victoria and a good father to Claire. It was dubbed a Christmas miracle by Nikki and Claire. More joy and goodwill are needed this week. To the Newmans, near and far, says Victor, lifting a glass. I hope this year is the best one yet. Nikki and Claire both smile. It's not just the Newmans who are enjoying the holidays. Happy New Year, gorgeous, Danny murmurs, covering Christine's eyes with his hands behind her. She lets out a delighted gasp. You succeeded! Definitely in time for a kiss in the new year. After Sharon's tampered medications were found, Ian and Jordan had to alter their plans. She was able to recall, through hypnosis, that she did not kill Heather, but she was unable to identify the person who did. Ian had his sights set on Phyllis after deciding that more blood had to be spilled. Ian says, "Oh, there you are, outside society the next week." As Tessa stumbles out the door and collapses into his arms, she exclaims, "I can't breathe. I forgot to ask you. Has someone poisoned her?" To find out who confronts Ian directly and threatens him, make sure to read the Young and Restless spoilers.